So hi friends, welcome to TP Chennai. In this video we will see IBPS RRB Clerk Mains 2020 memory based paper. So we will see last year memory based paper. In this video we will see arithmetic question fully. So they have asked nearly 14 questions in arithmetic which we will see one by one. First one, the age of A 6 years ago was equal to the age of B 18 years ago, and the age of A 18 years ago was equal to the present age of C. If D is 8 years older than C, then B is how much older or younger than D? All questions are moderate level, right? We will see one by one. So age of A 6 years ago, A minus 6 is equal to B's age 18 years ago, so B minus 18. And age of A 18 years ago is equal to present age of C, and D is 8 years older than C, right? Then we need to find out the relationship between B and D, right? So from this equation, if I keep the value of A here and D here, I will be getting the relation. So from this equation, I can write A is equal to B minus 12. This I will substitute here. So B minus 12 minus 18 is equal to C is nothing but D minus 8. So B minus 30 is equal to D minus 8, or B minus D is equal to minus 8 plus 30, 22. That means B is 22 years older than D, which is nothing but second option. Clear? Now we'll see question number 2. Neha spent 25% of her monthly income on EMI, 40% of the remaining on bills, and she gave the remaining amount to her mother and father in the ratio 3:2. If the difference between the amount of EMI and the amount that she gave to her mother is rupees 840, what is the monthly income of Neha? Can you able to solve this question orally? Yes, you can. Right? I am saying that Neha's salary is 100 rupees monthly. She spent 25% on EMI. Right? So EMI, what is the value? 25. Right? Remaining is 75. 40% of 75. How much? 30. 30 where she spent bill. Out of 100, 25 rupees and 30 rupees she spent on EMI and bill. 55 rupees is gone. Remaining is 45. That 45 is divided among mother and father. In what ratio? 3:2. 5 part is 45, 1 part is 9, 3 part is 27, and this is 18. If the difference between the amount of EMI, that means 25, and the amount she gave to her mother, 27, difference is how much? 2. 2 part is how much? 840. So monthly salary is 100. 100 part is how much? 42,000. Clear? Now we'll see question number 3. In a business, the amount invested by B is double of that of A, and the amount invested by C is equal to the total amount invested by A and B together. B invested the amount of for twice the period than that of A, and C invested the amount 6 months less than that of B. If the ratio of the profits of B to C is 8:3, A invested the amount for how much time? Partnership basic question. A, B, C. First we will see investment. The amount invested by B is double of that of A. If A is 1, B is 2. And amount invested by C is equal to the total amount of A and B. A and B is 3 total. Right? Now we will see time period. B invested the amount for twice the time period than that of A. If A is X, B will be 2X. This is investment, this and C invested the amount 6 months less than that of B. B is 2x, so 2x minus 6. So ratio of profit of these two, this part they have given you. Profit is nothing but how much? X, 4x, and this is 3 into 2x minus 6. 4x by 3 into 2x minus 6 is equal to 8 by 3. 3 gone, 4 2s are gone. So x is equal to how much? 4x minus 12. So 3x is equal to 12, x is equal to 4. What they are asking? Find the amount. A invested the amount for how much time? A investment is x. X is equal to 4. So what is my answer? Fourth option. Clear? Now we'll see question number 4. Given equation P is equal to Q square by R. If the value of Q is increased by 20% and the value of R is increased by 60%, then what will be the change in the value of P? Right? It's a very good question, right? Very good question. You observe here, P is equal to Q square by R. We can go solve this question based upon option. So what I will do is, I will break this Q as Q into Q divided by R. Q is increased by 20%, so Q into 120 by 100. Again 120 by 100. And R is increased by 60%, so 160 divided by 100. Q square by R. Q square by R, what I will do, this Q is also there. This Q square by R, I will keep one place. And I will keep 100 also here. So if I keep 100 here, this 100 will go, right? 43s are, 44s are, 430s are. So you are having 90 in the numerator. Now you tell me one thing. What they are saying? What will be the change in the value of P? This is P only, right? 100 now 90. So that means 10% decrement is there. So what is my answer? Fourth option. Clear? Now we'll see question number 5. The cost price of an article is rupees 900 and the mark price of the article is rupees 1100. If the profit percentage and the discount percentage is equal, then profit earned on the article. It's a very good question, right? So what they have given here, cost price they have given you 900 rupees, mark price they have given you 1100 rupees, and they are saying that profit percentage is equal to discount percentage. I am saying that profit percentage is X, so discount percent will also be X only, and both are same. So from the first I can calculate selling price by using this one. SP is equal to 900 into 100 plus profit percentage, which is X divided by 100. From the second I can again calculate selling price, which is mark price, into 100 minus discount percent. Discount percent is nothing but equal to profit percent, which is X divided by 100. Both are same because LHS is same. So 100 will be cancelled. This double zero will also cancel. So 9 is equal to 11 into. So here we can do like this. 9 into 100 plus X is equal to 11 into 100 minus X. This is 900 plus 9X is equal to 1100 minus 11X. Minus 11X will come here, so 20X is equal to 200. How? 1100 minus 900. X will be 10. Profit percent is 10. CP is 900. So what they are asking? Profit. Profit is 10% of 900 is something but 90. Add 90. Or I can say profit only they are asking, which is 90%. Second option is the correct answer. Clear? Now we'll see question number 6. A work is assigned to a contractor to construct a 12-kilometer long road. The contractor hires 100 workers to complete the work in 15 days. After 9 days, he realizes that only 5-kilometer road is constructed. How many additional workers are needed to finish the work on time? Basic question of time and work, and which is based upon M1 D1 by W1 is equal to M2 D2 by W2. M1 is nothing but initial number of persons. Initial number of persons are how much? So whenever this kind of questions will come, always remember first line is nothing but planned view. He assigned to a contractor to construct a 12-kilometer long road. For that he hires 100 workers and the work has to be completed in 15 days. This is a planned view which a contractor is planning. Process starts after 9 days. So how many persons are there? 100. D1 is how much? 9 days. He planned for 15 days. In that 9 days is D1. So D2 will be 6 remaining. W1 is how much? Totally he planned for 12 km. In that only 5 km is over. So W2 is nothing but remaining, which is 7. So M1 D1 by W1. M1 D1 by W1 is equal to M2. M2 is nothing but saying how many additional workers are needed. Initial number of workers are 100, x plus 100. And D2 is nothing but 6 and W2 is nothing but 7. 3 2s are 3 3s are 5 20s are 20 into 6 20 into 3 60 into 7 420 is equal to 2x plus 200. So 2x is equal to 220. X is equal to 110. 110 is the answer, which is nothing but third option. Clear? Now we'll see question number 7. A man invested rupees X in a scheme A on simple interest at a rate of 10% per annum and rupees X plus 500 in scheme B on compound interest at a rate of 10% per annum. The amount received after 2 years from scheme B is rupees 620 more than that from scheme A. Find the sum invested in scheme B. They can ask scheme A also, no problem, right? Two schemes are there, A and B. In scheme A it is X and it follows simple interest. R is nothing but 10%. Time is 2 years. Scheme B, X plus 500, CI 10% and time is 2 years. Amount received after 2 years from scheme B is rupees 620 more than that in scheme A. Amount is nothing but principal plus interest. 10% per year, 2 years 20%, principal plus interest 100 plus 20, 120% of X. This is amount here. Here 10%, 2 years successive percentage, 10 plus 10 plus 10 to 10 by 100, 21% plus 100. So this is 121% of X plus 500. So difference, so 121% of X plus 500 minus 120% of X is equal to 620. 121% X minus 120% X, X percent plus this is how much? 605 is equal to 620. X percent is equal to how much? 15. X will be how much? 1500. But what they are asking? Find the sum invested in scheme B. Scheme B is X plus 500. So 1500 plus 500. What is the answer? 2000. Which is nothing but first option. Clear? Now we'll see question number 8. The difference between a unit digit and tens digit tens place of a 2-digit number is 5. If the number is increased to 4 times and 3 is subtracted from the given number, the number will reverse. What is the original 2-digit number? This question is a prelims level question. We can solve always this question by option method. Now we'll see observe one thing. If I go with first option 38, increase to 4 times is nothing but into 4. What is 38 into 4? 3-digit number. Ruled out. It should be a double-digit number. If you go 16, 4 times increase, 16 into 4, 64. If you subtract 3, 61. Reverse this number, 16. Option satisfied. This is the answer. Right? Now we'll see question number 9. A, B and C are 3 containers having equal quantity of water. From container A, half of quantity. From container B, 1/3 of the quantity, and no mixture is taken from container C, and all the taken mixture mixed and distributed equally in all the containers. The quantity of the mixed water in container C is what part of the quantity of water in the container C initially? C added part divided by C initial part. That is the question. You have three containers A, B, C. Now you observe here equal quantity of water is there. Okay. From container A half of the quantity. From here half of the quantity. From here 1/3 of the quantity. And from C nothing. That means 0. So 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 will give you pain. So select a number which is a multiple of 2 and 3, and that is nothing but LCM. That means I am saying here I have 6, here I have 6, here I have 6. Equal quantity. One half I am removing. So this from this I am removing 3. From this 1/3. So 2. Here 0. How much I am removing? 5. Right? And I am keeping it in a new container. Right? Now this 5 I have removing. Right? Then this 5 I am equally distributing among A, B and C. In what ratio? 5 by 3, 5 by 3 and 5 by 3. So container C, now adding value is 5 by 3. Initially 6. So into 6, what is the answer? 5 by 18. Which is nothing but first option. Clear? Now we'll see question number 10. The length of a rectangle is 3 meter more than that of breadth. If the length is increased by 3 meter and breadth is decreased by 2 meter, the area remains unchanged. What is area of a rectangle? Initial length of a rectangle is 3 meter more than that of breadth. If breadth is x, length will be how much? X plus 3. Right? So what about area? X into x plus 3. If length is increased by 3 meter, that means this is L1, B1, A1. L2 will be how much? X plus 6. And breadth is decreased by 2 meter. B2 will be x minus 2. So area will be how much? X plus 6 into x minus 2. Area remains unchanged. What is the meaning of unchanged? Area 1 is equal to area 2. Area 1 is equal to area 2. This is area 1, this is area 2. So multiply this number. X square plus 6x minus 2x is 4x minus 12 is equal to x square plus 3x. X square cancel. X is equal to 12. Now what they are asking? What is area of rectangle? What is breadth here? 12. Length is 12 plus 3, 15. What is area? 12 into 50. What is the answer? 180 meter square. Right? Now we see question number 11. The speed of two trains A and B are 54 km per hour and 36 km per hour respectively. Train A can cross a pole in 16 seconds and train B can cross a pole in 30 seconds. Find the time taken by train A and B to cross each other when they are running in opposite direction. So speed of train A is nothing but 54 km per hour. Options are in second. Convert this into meter per second. 54 into 5 by 80, which is 15 meter per second. And speed of train B is nothing but how much? 36 km per hour. Convert this one. 36 into 5 by 80, which is 10 km per second. Train A can cross a pole. Whenever any train is crossing a pole, what is the distance covered by the train? Length of the train itself. What is length of a train? Speed of a train into time. 240 meter. What about length of train B? Speed of train B 10 into time 30, which is 300 meter. Find the time taken by train A and B to cross each other when they are moving in opposite direction. Whenever two trains are running in opposite direction, what will be the relative speed? Sum of the speed, which is 25. So time is equal to length of train A and B, 240 plus 300 divided by 25. 540 by 25. What is the answer? 25 ones are 25 twos are 50 1 the 6, 21.6 second, which is nothing but fourth option. Clear? Now we'll see question number 12. The speed of current is 3.5 km per hour. If a boat goes downstream 168 km in 16 hours, then how much distance it will go in upstream direction 18 hours? So speed of current is 3.5 km per hour. Speed of current is nothing but y. So y is nothing but 3.5 km per hour. If it goes downstream, downstream is nothing but x plus y. So x plus 3.5. Distance of 168 km in 16 hours. Right? So 16 tens are, this is 10.5. So x will be how much? 7 km per hour. Now we got x, now we got y. Now what they are saying? How much distance will it go upstream in 18 hours? Distance is equal to speed into time. Upstream is nothing but x minus y into time. Time is nothing but 18. 7 minus 3.5 is how much? 3.5 into 18. 54 plus 9, 63 kilometer. Which is nothing but third option. Clear? So now we see question number 13. Anushka alone can complete 80% of work in 32 days, while the efficiency of Anushka is 80% more than that of Bhanu. If Anushka, Bhanu and Chitra together can complete the whole work in 18 days, find the time taken by Chitra to complete 75% of the work. Now this is an examination question, right? Can you able to solve these questions orally? Yes. You see here, Anushka alone complete 80% of work in 32 days. So 100% will be how much? If you divide by 4, you will get 20%. That is remaining part. So here also we have to divide by 4. What is 32 by 4? 8. 8 we have to add. So Anushka alone can do 100% work in 40 days. Remember this thing. Efficiency of Anushka is 80% more. What is 80% fraction value? 4 by 5. If Bhanu is 5, 4 extra, Anushka will be 9. Efficiency of Anushka is 9. Efficiency of Bhanu is 5. And if you multiply efficiency with days, you will get work. So days is Anushka days is 40. 40 into 9 is 360 is the work. 9 plus 5 plus Chitra is equal to 18 into 360. That means 14 plus Chitra is 20. Chitra efficiency is 6. But time taken by Chitra to complete 75%. 360 is the work. What is 75% of 360? 270. 270 by 6. What is the answer? 45. First option. Right? So Anushka complete 80% of work in 32 days. So 100% will be how much? 8 4s are, 8 10s are, 10 10s are in 40 days. And efficiency of Anushka and Bhanu. Anushka is 80% more. What is 80% fraction value? 4 by 5. This is 5, 5 more is there, this is nothing but 9. When you multiply efficiency with days, you will get work. So work is nothing but how much? 40 into 9, which is 360. And Anushka, Bhanu and Chitra can do the work in 18 days. Which work? This work only. Anushka and Bhanu efficiency is how much? 9 plus 5 plus Chitra is equal to 360 by 80 is 20. So Chitra will be 6. Efficiency of Chitra is 6. Time taken by Chitra. So 75% of this number, 3 by 4 of work is 360. Is how much? 270. By efficiency of Chitra is 6. What is the answer? 45 days. Right? So now this is the last question of arithmetic. There are x green ball, comma x plus 4 yellow balls and 2x black balls in a box. If the probability of choosing a black ball from the bag is 4 by 9, then what is the total number of balls in the bag? You have a green ball, you have yellow ball and you have a black ball. Green ball is x, yellow ball is x plus 4 and black ball is 2x. You are picking one ball. The probability of choosing a black ball from the bag is 4 by 9. Black ball is how much? 2x by total. 2x plus 2x, 4x plus 4 is equal to 4 by 9. Cross multiplication. 9x is equal to 8x plus 8. X is equal to 8. Now what they are asking? What is the total number of balls in the bag? Total is how much? 4x plus 4. So 4x plus 4 is equal to 4 into 8 plus 4, which is 36. Second option. Clear? So all 14 questions we have covered in this part 1. In next part we will see DI. So they have asked 3 set of DI. Approximation 6 questions were there and 5 to 6 questions were there from wrong number series. So we will see one by one. So please do subscribe TP Chennai YouTube channel for further updates and videos, and do share this video among your friends in Telegram, Instagram, Facebook, because IBPS RRB clerical examination mains will be on October 3rd. So this is last year paper. Likewise only paper will be coming. So please share this video among your friends in Telegram, Instagram, Facebook and WhatsApp. And do comment about this video in the comment section. So prepare well. All the best. Thanks a lot.